Hello everyone and welcome to my 28th review. Today I'll be reviewing NASIR by Nas. Before this I've only heard Illmatic and King's Disease, and while I only really liked one of those projects and there were a lot of features, I definitely thought it was great, but there was nothing special really that connected me to his music. I thought he could make good songs and definitely rap and write very well clearly, but it was hard for me to enjoy an entire project from him. So for this only being 7 songs around 27 minutes, alongside executively produced by Kanye West, there was hope for creative production and great verses to make an enjoyable project all the way through. So with good beats, great performances from Nas alongside other features. There were songs I definitely enjoyed, but this isn't anything outstanding or enjoyable all the way through either. But let's get into this. Not for Radio is the intro, and it's definitely a grand and aggressive way to start the album that I didn't expect, sounding like an entire orchestra with a choir and strings alongside grand drums, but it's definitely a sample. Then with Diddy speaking in the intro alongside doing some ad-libs and other spoken words throughout the song, with more trap-style drums coming alongside Nas makes it sound very good, but it's a weird combination of things that doesn't sound well all the time at some points. But Nas does make it better, actually fitting pretty well over that kind of sample, sounding very honest, making it seem aggressive alongside the trap style drums, but sad with the choir. Oh, 70 Shake on the chorus is definitely nice sounding, but I don't think she sounds the best with a very kid-like voice and would have maybe liked more angelic. But even as a strong opener, that doesn't sound bad and is enjoyable. It's not my favorite song. I guess it's a mid song, but still really good. Cop Shot the Kid is a song while it's entertaining and heartfelt at the same time. It's not the best compared to other songs. Starting out with this little skit, then I like how it transitions from the scream to the instrumental and even samples the scream throughout the song. And with the instrumental, it has this constant loop of someone saying the cop shot the kid, alongside heavy bass and rhythmic drums. Nas on this song isn't anything new sounding, but it definitely seems more saddening speaking on racism in general and even making a reference to Emmett Till. Then Kanye isn't as good as Nas, but what he does is still great. It's an alright song in general, but not as good compared to other songs. White Label is then my least favorite song, but has parts I like, especially the instrumental with this vocal sample alongside these horns and soft drums. And while I love this instrumental, one of my favorites, it does get pretty repetitive after a while and would have loved more. The Nas isn't anything new, but I still think he does great. Still personally my least favorite song, just would have loved more variety. Bonjour is another one of my top 3 favorites. Before going into this, I was really excited to see that I used one of my favorite samples, Dance Music by R.D. Burman. I first heard it from Education from Freddie Gibbs and Madlib and was excited to see what Kanye would do with it. And while this is one of my favorite songs, I'm kind of disappointed with the instrumental just being slow and plain at some points, even if the sample has so much in it, with great percussion alongside beautiful piano and singing. The main reasons I come back to this song is because of the sample, even if it is pretty plain, and Tony Williams singing on this song is incredible. Then Nas on this song has really good verses that fit pretty well alongside the heavy drums and the sample. Mostly the piano, but I prefer Tony Williams on this song, and one of the big reasons I come back to this song. Everything was a song I technically heard before this as a leaked version without Nas, and I love that song. So once realizing I've heard this before, I was really excited to hear what Nas would do alongside Kanye and The-Dream's incredible singing. But then I saw that the song was 7.5 minutes and got scared. And after hearing it, I do think it could have maybe been 5 minutes even. But also the song is beautiful and Nas is really good, so I guess it's also fine the way it is. It became a top 3 for me. Kanye and The-Dream sing incredibly well alongside these calm roads and soft but heavy bass sounds great. Then when these very crunchy or rusty drums come in, it gets more lively alongside when Nas comes in to make the song a lot better. This is a top 3 for me, and while I do think it could maybe be shorter, it's fine how it is too. At least it sounds beautiful. Adam and Eve is my favorite song with a great instrumental with this great piano alongside guitar and drums that work so well alongside Nas, and the instrumental I think fits the dream really well in the chorus. Nas's verses are some of the best on this song with so much power it seems with the piano and drums. Of course, the dream on the chorus sounds beautiful, and I like how it seems very calm and goes back heavy with Nas. And the outro is great with everything pitched down and slower, it seems, with this great vocal sample. This is definitely my favorite song. Simple Things is the outro, and while I do like it, it's not as good as other songs, but it was still an enjoyable outro, with a much more cheery vibe to it, with this great instrumental with beautiful vocals and much more trapper pop style drums with this basic kick and clap. Then also these roads that seem very calming and fit very well. Nas has great verses, but it's not his best work personally. Definitely a much more happy sounding song, and while I don't like it too much, it's still enjoyable and an alright outro. And all I really have to say left is, while Nas had great performances alongside great production most of the time, it isn't too interesting to where I'd really want to come back most of the time. 6 out of 10. Thank you for watching.